Hello, my beautiful people. So, this is a very interesting show. The Book of Boba Fett. I was very excited for this show, like, who wouldn't be? It's a TV show dedicated to Boba Fett and an official spin-off of The Mandalorian. I sat through the first episode and, you know what? It was okay. The Book of Boba Fett was okay when I saw the very first episode. I like the idea of Boba Fett living among the Tusken Raiders, have Boba grow a bit of a bond with them. And you know what? Those are some of my favorite moments of the first half of the season, and then seeing Boba and the Tuskens bond and work together to fight off this biker group. But something that I don't really like about, particularly the first 4 episodes of this show, are the timeline jumps. The timeline jumps, I feel, are tonally very consistent with each other, and they happen drastically most of the time, and the present day stuff is significantly less interesting than the stuff in the past. I mean, the present day stuff is fine. His character is written fine. Although, the thing about the present day segments of the Book of Boba Fett, particularly in the first 4 episodes, there's not a whole lot of memorable stuff in it. There's a couple bit, like, I can only really think of some really cool characters that they introduced in these first few episodes. There's this big Wookiee with a whole bunch of armor who looks really badass. There's also these cyborg bikers that the show introduced. I think those are very interesting. This show really isn't that great. I just figured it was more disappointing. I had a fine time watching the episodes every week, but that certain spark that The Mandalorian had isn't really present with the Book of Boba Fett. And I think that the show knew this, because starting with episode 5, this show just becomes The Mandalorian for a while. In episode 5, titled The Return of the Mandalorian, Mando shows up. And you think, oh, we're just going to cut to Mando for a few scenes, and then it's going to get recruited by Boba Fett, and, you know, they're going to work together, fight the bad guys. No, we just get a Mandalorian episode in the middle of the Book of Boba Fett. Boba Fett isn't even fucking in it, and his name is in the title. The weird thing is, episode 5 was the best episode of the show at that point. The writing was better, the drama was better, the action was better, everything was just better because it was The Mandalorian and not the Book of Boba Fett. I'm looking at the back of this pop box of Mando, and basically everybody on the back either makes me really, really sad or make me hate myself. Like, in this episode, we get to see Mando use the Darksaber for the first time, or at least in this show, and he's not really good at using it because he's not one with it. The show gets a little bit more violent. It's overall just a really good episode of The Mandalorian. Starting with the next episode, Boba Fett is in it, but he just stands there and doesn't have a single line. The guy who had Boba Fett's armor in season 2 of The Mandalorian, he shows up again. Mando goes to see Grogu, who is training with Luke Skywalker. We see Luke. Ahsoka shows up. R2-D2 shows up. Like, again, Boba Fett shows up, even though he doesn't have a line, and his name's in the friggin' show. We get to see Grogu try to make a choice whether to continue training with Luke or to go and return with the Mandalorian. I feel like all of this stuff would be more awesome and would be more cool and acceptable if this was a part of The Mandalorian Season 3. But because it's in the Book of Boba Fett, we're just like, okay, this stuff is awesome. Where the fuck is Boba Fett? And again, it sucks that the best episodes of the Book of Boba Fett have nothing to do with Boba Fett. It's almost like The Mandalorian Season 1 was the Boba Fett show they wanted to make the entire time, but they instead made a completely original character with the armor that looks a little similar to Boba Fett. And then comes Season 2, they actually do bring in Boba Fett, and then they decided to give Boba Fett his own show, and they didn't know what to do with him. And they were like, fuck it, let's just bring Mando back and a whole bunch of characters. Although, at the very end of episode 6, there was an incredibly awesome cameo from motherfucking Cad Bane from the Clone Wars and the Bad Batch. Oh my god, it was so cool to see him in live action for the first time. Voiced by his original voice actor. He looked so good. Oh my god. It was great. And come episode 7, Boba Fett actually has stuff to do. They tie together the stories of both the Boba Fett episodes and the Mandalorian episodes together real nice. Grogu comes back with Mando. He even has a little armor. Cad Bane confronts Boba Fett. And actually a really awesome fight. And Boba kills Cad Bane. You know, I never watched Clone Wars when it was on. Because I wasn't into Star Wars then. Because I was like 5. And, so I got introduced to Cad Bane through the Bad Batch. And I watched the Bad Batch. And I really liked him. I thought he was awesome in that show. And then seeing him in live action was even more awesome. And then they kill him in the next episode. And I don't think this is like Hawkeye, where we all know that the villain they kill, or the fan favorite villain that they kill in the finale, isn't really dead. In this show, I'm pretty sure Cad is dead. The character is old, and timeline-wise, he doesn't show up in any other pieces of Star Wars media afterwards, so pretty sure he's dead for reals. But overall, is the Book of Boba Fett a good show? Not judging episode by episode, only focusing on like the episodes with Boba Fett or the episodes with the Mandalorian. Like, overall, is it really a good show? Kinda. It's good. So it's a pretty decent show that can get really, really good when it wants to be. If you want more Boba Fett, if you want more of the Mandalorian, if you want more of my cat, then I'd say this is a show to check out. It's fine. Overall, the Book of Boba Fett, it's okay. So anyway, guys, what did you think of the Book of Boba Fett? Please let me know down in the comments below. And are you guys excited for Obi-Wan Kenobi, the new show coming to Disney Plus in May? And obviously, the answer is yes. There is no other answer. I mean, look at this poster, man. This poster is fucking awesome. And if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and ring the bell to be notified when future videos are uploaded. And do you guys want me to talk about more Star Wars stuff? I'll talk about Star Wars stuff. The comments will be off on all of them because it's Star Wars, and Star Wars fan base fucking sucks. But if you guys want me to talk more about Star Wars, please let me know. And also be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and ring the bell to be notified when future videos are uploaded. And I'll see you later. Bye!